apple cider, but your hair is smelling like fruit punch, and I don't even like you that much. Wait until fuck.
Good day everyone, my name is Angel Star Kyogonai and I'm from grade 11 Ino. And today we're gonna be discussing about the three functions. It is the polynomial function, rational function, and the radical function. So let's go. Let's now learn. So first, I'm going to be discussing about the polynomial function. So a polynomial function is a function in the form of f of x equals to a sub n x raised to n plus a sub n minus 1 x raised to n minus 1 plus a sub n minus 2 x raised to n minus 2 plus up to plus a sub 1 x plus a sub 0, where the a sub 0 and a sub 1 up to a sub n are real numbers and they are called coefficients. But there is a condition. A sub n must not be equals to 0 and n is a positive integer, which means that the exponents are positive integers. A sub n times x raised to n is the leading term in the polynomial function with the highest exponent. A sub n is the leading coefficient. It is the coefficient of the leading term.
So we have here an example of limit of polynomial function. So number 1, evaluate limit 2x cubed minus 4x squared plus 1 as x approaches to negative 1. So first we will going to substitute the negative 1 to the variable. So we have 2 times negative 1 cubed minus 4 times negative 1 squared plus 1. And then after that we are going to simplify the equation. So negative 1 cubed is equals to negative 1 times 2 is negative 2, and then negative 1 squared times negative 1 squared is 1, so 1 times negative 4 is negative 4 plus 1. After that, we're going to simplify it. So negative 2 minus 4 is 6, negative 6 plus 1 is negative 5. So the limit is negative 5.
So now I'm going to be discussing about the next lesson, rational function. So first, what is a rational function? Rational function is the ratio of two polynomial functions, meaning that two polynomial functions in a fraction form. A rational function is a function in the form of f of x equals to p of x over q of x, where the p of x and q of x are both polynomial functions, and then p of x is the numerator function and q of x is the denominator function. But there's also a condition. Q of x is not a zero function, meaning that the denominator must not be equals to 0 in all values of x.
Next is we have limit of rational function. So evaluate limit x squared minus 2x plus 1 over x cubed minus x as x approaches to 1. So first is we will going to factor the numerator and denominator. So we have x minus 1 squared over x times x minus 1 and x plus 1. So after that, we will going to cancel the common factor, which is the x minus 1. So we will have x minus 1 over x times x plus 1. after that, we're going to substitute the x to 1. So we have 1 minus 1 over 1 times 1 plus 1. So 1 minus 1 is equals to 0, and 1 times 1 plus 1 is equals to 2, and 0 over 2 is equals to 0. So we have here the limit of radical function. So evaluate limit the cube root of x squared plus 3x minus 6 as x approaches to negative 2. So first is we will going to substitute the negative 2 to the x. So we have the cube root of negative 2 squared plus 3 times negative 2 minus 6. And then negative 2 squared is equals to 4. So the cube root of 4. And then 3 times negative 2 is 6. And then copy, so minus 6. And then 4 minus 6 is equals to 8. So the cube root of 8. So the cube root of 8 is negative 2. So the final answer is.
So that's all guys. Thank you for watching and I hope you learned